It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborns come. There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in troubled times. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. You should think about staying the night. Corpulus keeps a clean inn.
What do you need? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? This is no time for cold feet. I've put everything in your hands here, not least Malborn's life. Now do whatever it is you need to do, and let's get going before we miss our chance. Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
A fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Please,
There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Of course not. Purely a formality. Now, I need to see your invitation. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's...
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Ellenwyn, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
it's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifling.
Himself that stopped.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
Maybe he thought it would boast.
My
our
apologies.
prudence.
We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
It's been a brutal
What can I get for you?
I can't remember.
You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. What can I get for you, sir?
Those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. They seem to think it's at least a dozen.
All right, then.
Exaggerating.
Yes, what do you need?
Trying to scare us into giving them more
Here you go,
money
sir.
for
The
influence,
finest Colovian
so they can
brandy.
save us from the
Is there anything else I can get for you? Mm-hmm.
Is my staff seeing to your needs?
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf.
I don't recall seeing you
there,
at one of these
serving
before.
girl.
And I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Rayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now.
Have you learned
I just
nothing
wanted to
about
get a
me?
better look at
I
you.
have dealings with
I like
everyone.
what I see, my dear.
Now leave me.
And
I
believe
don't
me,
want to
don't
arouse
say that to
suspicion by talking to someone
everyone.
that
I'm
clearly
very
doesn't belong here.
discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Thank you,
Until
sir.
next time.
Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir. See ya.
I trust that this is just the beginning of a long and mutually beneficial relationship.
It's only a matter of time before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
What can I get for you, sir? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had any news from elsewhere in Skyrim.
Yes, what do you need?
What have you heard?
Until next time.
Now that I think on it, I did hear something rather interesting the other day. Apparently, the Red Wave has been docked in Solitude for well over a month and with no sign of shipping out anytime soon. Some say the ship suffered damage to her hull when she struck an iceberg. Captain Safia can't afford the repairs. Of course, she'd never admit to such a thing. Captain Safia is far too proud a woman for that.
There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these, Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages.
Is my staff seeing to your needs?
Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is... There are words spoken, and for this reason I avoid them when I can. May wisdom light your path.
Did you see that serving girl?
None of these people cares a whit about the religious aspects of this war. Another sign of the degeneracy of your empire.
These are nothing more than an arm.
There are those in the Empire who would
This
wish
one
to
will
evade
pass
their
much
obligations to help
I
root out the
couldn't
Talos
agree
heresy.
more.
Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves
did hear
traitors
they are
as well
going
as
to ban
heretics.
from living
I am
inside
here
the
to
walls of
remind the
women.
ruling classes of
They're only
Skyrim
allowed
that their
on the city
loyalty to the
docks
Emperor
now.
requires
Most of them stay
cooperation
together in
with the
one building,
Thalmor.
and they're as poor as wretches.
There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos
Are you
heresy.
enjoying the pub?
It's only a matter of time
I
before your
suppose
whole
so,
rotten
yes.
empire collapses of its own decay. No offense. There is peace now, and that peace will But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity. It is more like the calm between
Better
storms.
myself.
And the next storm, I
It's been
think,
some time since
will be
I've had
far
anything
deadlier
else
than the
from this
last.
guy. What have you heard?
Until
Well,
next
I
time.
did hear that the Argonians
The degeneracy
have
of
been
the
banned from
Empire is
living
on
inside the
display
walls
here.
of Windhelm.
I lead the
They're only
Justiciars.
allowed on the
We are
city
charged with
docks now.
enforcing the
Most
ban
of
on
them sleep
Talos
together in
worship.
one building, and they're
Nords
as
can be
poor
quite
as
stubborn.
wretches.
They're slow to change their ways, and we find more heretics every day. But mark me well. I will purge the heresy from this land as surely as the flame burns the flesh from the bone. All right, then.
Please, help yourself. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim, and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of... I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
Very much so, and thank you for asking.
Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to Elenwen, our mistress.
What are you doing?
I speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me. I'll be...
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick.
Let's go, before anyone notices us. Let me do the docking. So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
I have no complaints.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
I can't remember.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before... Missed.
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every black... Nathan Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of the Orlin Greymane. It's not
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
wrong. Yorlin works the Skyforge. How is any going to compete with that?
I need to lock... Good
Did
luck.
you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Did you hear something?
Somebody help!
Now that I think on it, I did hear something rather interesting the other day.
Yes? What do you need?
Apparently, the Red Wave has been docked in Solitude.
Here you go, sir.
for well
The
over a
finest
month.
Colovian
No
brandy.
sign of shipping out
Is there anything else I can get for you? Of
Some
course.
say the ship
I'll
suffered
be
damage
waiting by the
during
door for
the
everyone to be
night.
distracted.
Captain Safia can't afford the repair.
What does a fellow need to do? Ah, if there's anything I can ever...
Proud a woman for that.
Wonderful. I can... is... stand back and behold my handiwork.
Are you enjoying?
What can I get for you, sir? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that.
Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go. Let's go.
I
Before anyone notices us.
To Elenwen, our mistress. I speak figuratively. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you...
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Wouldn't want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a
Who
drink.
comes,
quick.
Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Let's hope that it ends.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up.
I'll wager it was Ulfric himself that the rumor. Maybe thought it would bolster recruitment.
Good luck.
Did you see those ropes?
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds. Never should have come here. I'll try and make this quick.
Someone bring me a drink, quick!
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up.
There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling. And the whole of
Good luck.
Did you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, you're the next, huh? Ah! No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds. Never should have come here. Ah! Never should have come here. Fine!
I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses.
Silence! Do not pursue us. Most useful. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no.
else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want. See the rest of your payment.
Can I could help. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you'd like.
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to. Master Rollindil will ask the questions. Never should have... Ah! Ah! To the sword! Let's begin again.
No, for pity's sake.
rules.
I've already told you everything.
Start at the beginning, as usual. If you persist in this stubbornness, I'll have...
My breath. Why wouldn't I tell you again? I don't even know anything. There's an old man. He lives in Riften. He could be this Esbern you're looking for, but I don't know. He's old and seemed kind of crazy. That's all I know.
And his name is...
I don't know his name. Like, I won't... You are 100. Oh!
You know the rules. Just answer. The questions. And where can we find this nameless old man?
Oh,
Listen
like
up,
I
spy.
said, I don't
You're
know.
trapped in here, and
I've
we
seen
have
him
your
down in the
accomplice.
Ratway. Maybe
Surrender
he lives down there,
immediately,
but I don't know
or
for
you
sure.
both die.
That will be all.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor!
dead already.
I must say, I
Move.
continue to be disappointed
Slowly.
in your lack of cooperation. I hope next time you will do better.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything. Listen, if you let me go, I can take you to Riften.
He's got to be here somewhere.
Ah! Oh!
Silence, prisoner!
Is someone there?
Now the... Almor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
Aha! You're dead! You know the rules. Just answer the questions. And where can we find this nameless old man?
Oh, like I said, I don't know. I've seen him down in the Ratway.
Listen up, spy.
Maybe he
You're
lives
trapped
down
in
there,
here,
but I don't
and
know
we
for
have
sure.
your accomplice.
That will be
Surrender
all for
immediately, or you
now. I
both
must say,
die.
I continue to be disappointed in your
Never
lack.
mind.
Silence!
I'm
Traitor!
dead. Already.
I hope next time you will
Slowly.
do better.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything. Listen, if you let me go, I can take you to Riften, show you where... Ah! Oh!
He's got to be
Silence,
here
prisoner.
somewhere.
Silence, prisoner!
He's got to be here somewhere.
We are routed! Fall back! No! Not like this. No more! I yield! I yield! What was that? You're dead! Yeah! No! Not like this. No more! I yield! I yield! Do your work! I should have known this would end badly. I believe I let Delph. Talk me into this.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. Whatever you want. But let's go, now. I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. Let's get out of here. We've got to get out of here. Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? I never expected to see another guild brother down here. They grabbed me in the rat way. The nerve of these bastards. They need to be taught a lesson. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
Please don't kill me! Over here!
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
You didn't have to help me, so thanks. What is it?
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
You want to talk to me after everything you've done? Greetings, Brother Elf. Good to see a familiar face so far from home.
You should come hear me play at the Sleeping Giant Inn. For a small sum, you can even pick the song.
Hobbs isn't too friendly with strangers. He used... My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant. I mean apprentice.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. The Great War. Only 30 years passed and already ancient history. Seems to me like it just ended. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the fancy name they put on the peace treaty between... It ended the war and saved the Empire to fight another day. Also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version or the short version? They're the High Elves that rule the Eldmeri Dominion. Sworn enemies of the Empire, and 30 years ago, they invaded the Empire and came close to destroying. Since then, they've been working to weaken the Empire any way they can. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of them. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground. What do you need, Dragonborn?